Hi everyone, this is Fatima. Today I would like to talk a little bit about changing map legend. Uh, some of you already have prepared really cool maps and I'm very happy with them. But I would still like to talk a little bit about changing the map legend because I want every one of you to play around with your map legend because this is a very important element of your map. Legends works as a language. So the data that I have here for the demonstration, it's from lab 5, the Michigan census tract data, and it has been enriched. Since the data is from lab 5, already all of you have the data. Before we do anything with our data, we want ourselves to be well acquainted with the attributes. So let's see what's inside our attribute table. We have some population information of 2018. We have area in square miles. We have some other attributes. We have 2020 total population. We have population of children under age 14. And we have median household income. So we can use all these attributes to create some thematic maps. We can display those attributes in our map. We can actually combine more than one attribute to display a map. Let's see. For an example, I'm starting with 2020 total population. So these are the options that I have if I select one attribute. Let's suppose I'm selecting the most basic one. Only I'm showing the location. So let's go inside the options. Here we have, we can set the transparency, and it says that set the transparency value from some attribute value. So if I go there, set transparency based on attribute values, I can select, let's say I want to select the median household income. So after I select that, what I'm seeing here, the histogram that I'm seeing here, this is displaying the data distribution of median household income. So how we want to make it transparent? If the census tract has really high median household income, it's going to be 0% transparent, and if it's really low median household income, let's say we can make it 100% transparent. So if I hit OK, and if I hit OK again, if I hit done, so right now I'm looking at the population of 2020, and I'm also looking at the median household income. Like if I go into this census tract, I can see it looks like it's 100% transparent. So it has the lowest median household income in this census tract. Let's go to changing legend again. Let's see what else we can do. So again, I'm selecting 2020 total population. For example, let's select counts and amounts this time. Let's go inside that. So the first option we see here, it says divided by none. If I select the drop down arrow, I have these options to select these attributes. If I divide my population by area, I have the population density. Let's divide the total population of 2020 by area in square miles. These square miles, if I do that. So now the values that I would be looking at in my map, I would look at the population density value. So number of people in per square miles area in that census tract. Okay. So here we are looking at some bars or some histograms. We are looking at a histogram, and this is the distribution of population density of 2020 along the census tracts. Here we have this important option that says classify data. If I select that, classify data using which method? So about data classification, you can know more about data classification from the lectures and from lab 10. So I'm not going into that much detail in here. So I'm just showing the options. Using the drop down arrow, we can use natural breaks or equal interval or standard deviation. What type of data classification we want to select, that depends on the type of data that we are using. For example, if I select equal interval here, so you guys can see I have a classification from 19,873 to 14,905. I don't have any bar here, so I don't have any data in this class range. So it's not a good classification for my data set. Also, we can manually select them. We can manually classify them. Do you guys see it's changing in my map? So it's manual breaks. We can also do standard deviation. Our data is not normally distributed. We can see from the histogram, so not standard deviation here. I would like to stick with natural breaks. And we can increase or decrease the number of classes. Also, we can select how the symbol is going to look like. We can select different color palettes. And also we can use the transparency level from attribute values, but I would not like to complicate my maps because showing two things at once, it's a lot of information. So I'm just hitting OK. Done. And that's my legend here. The most densely populated census tract and the least densely populated census tracts. Although we didn't have the population density information in our attribute table, so here in our attribute table, we didn't have the population density column or population density field, but still we can make a map with population density. So that was it. Thank you all.